Hi students, welcome to Bosco Campus Vision. Today's lecture will give you an idea about the origin of Roman theatre, tragedy and pantomime. The origins of Roman theatre traditions are unclear. According to the Roman historian Livy, Rome possessed an indigenous dramatic tradition which had developed from certain religious ceremonies. It is difficult to relate these claims to the types of drama actually known to have existed in Republican times. From an early date, however, Rome was in contact with the Greek colonies of southern Italy, and these colonies had a thriving tradition of drama, both literary and subliterary. And even the most popular and informal types of drama at Rome seem to have had non Roman origins. The mime and the Atlan farce were the major informal types of drama. The mime was a Romanized version of a widespread Greek form. It was a vulgar, often improvised low life episode. Mime actors did not wear masks or shoes and performed mimetically. The mimes were known for its inclusion of proverbial expressions and pithy moral teachings despite its reputation for indecency. The Atlan farce. The Atlan farce was also known as the Oscan Games. They were a collection of vulgar farces containing loads of low or buffoonish comedy and rude jokes. These mimes included stock characters like Macus, Bucco, Samno, Pappus, and others. Literary drama at Rome probably dates from 240 BC. In 240 BC, full-length scripted plays were introduced to Rome by the playwright Livius Andronicus. He produced a Latin adaptation of a Greek play at the Ludi Romani, one of the annual festivals. Tragedy. Roman tragedy was founded entirely on that of the Greeks. No early Roman tragedy survives. We possess only fragments and play titles from the work of the great tragedians of the Roman Republic. Andronicus and Naevus Naevius, Quintus Ennius, Marcus Pacuvius, and Lucus Accius. Tragedians preferred warlike and melodramatic themes. There was also interest in the supernatural, that is, ghosts, dreams, etc., and in the madness. Stoic philosophy became influential at an early date. Above all, the Roman tragedy was strongly rhetorical. The meter of spoken dialogue was adapted from the main dialogue meter of Greek tragedy. From the time of Naevus Naevius, tragedians began to write fabula praetextae, that is, the historical plays. These plays were based on Roman historical or legendary figures and events. In the 1st century BC, the revivals of existing Latin tragedies continued to be popular. The poets also started to write tragedies merely as literary exercises intended for declamation, that is, for rhetorical exercise, and not for staged performance. The Thyestes of Varius Rufus is the last tragedy known to have been produced on stage. By the time of Seneca, the stage was regarded with contempt by respectable Romans. A major reason for the decline of staged tragedy was the rise of pantomime. Pantomime became fashionable in Rome during the reign of Augustus. This was a performance in dumb show by a masked dancer, the pantomimus. The pantomimus, dressed like a tragic actor in a cloak and long tunic, usually performed solo accompanied by an orchestra and chorus. The grace of the dancer and his skill in mimicking the actions described were of importance. Sometimes the dancers used more than one mask in the course of his performance. And this pantomime remained popular throughout the history of Roman Empire. That's about pantomime. Please do complete the work. Thank you so much for paying attention.